Hi guys, Harry here. We are a disgrace. What have I just seen? Thank goodness it wasn't on TV. I mean, what an abysmal and terrible week, for the club. We go from Wednesday against Sheffield United. The only reason we lost that game is because we rested players. And then against Wolves, we go and do that with a strong team. But then, I put it on Conte, Stellini, coaching staff. There's not making the changes. The changes were too late. The changes were far too late. There's another problem for me personally. It's time to go. I'm sick of the football, sick of the results, and we're only we're so good. It's a massive opportunity Wednesday for us to win a trophy, and got Conte, Stellini dropping players is the reason we lost. So that pushed me over the edge. And now again today, I mean, poor, substitutions left too late. Sick of it, to be honest with you. I just can't believe what I'm seeing. And I said it. I said it on Part Lane podcast. I said it this morning. That I can't see us scoring. I can only see Wolves scoring. And I also said, I think Traore is going to score. And one time where I don't want to be right, it turns out I was right. The only thing I didn't get right was score prediction. I said 2-0 Wolves. It's 1-0. But it could have been 2-0 if that goal wasn't offside. It could have been, again, worse. I mean, the stats for us look good, but again, I think in the final third, we weren't good enough and just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And we have the players to do that. That's the joke. I mean, the likes of Son and Kulusevski, what's going on with them at the moment? I mean, Richarlison, I wouldn't call him a flop, but he's been a disappointment as well. So, lots of problems from top to bottom of this club. Levy as well, he doesn't care. We're talking about, this is our most important week as a club. You've got Sheffield United in the FA Cup. You've got an important game here, right? You've got Levy in Bahrain watching the F1, who probably doesn't even know the score yet. Says everything about our club. But for me, for Conte, Stellini, it's time to go. But obviously, I don't think they're the main problem. I made it clear. On the podcast, that Levy, I think, is a massive problem. I admire what Levy and Eni can do on the business side of things, but it's time to step away, especially for Levy, on the football side of things, because he hasn't got a clue. We're a multi-sports brand. It's like having a property portfolio, but not in terms of football. I mean, we are a laughing stock and we are an embarrassment. Can't see us getting top four. I said that. I've been saying that since the World Cup. Liverpool, they I think will go and get top four, and that's just embarrassing considering the season they've done. This is a massive opportunity for us, right? City aren't the same as they are, right? Dropping so many points, right? You've got Liverpool, never like this. Dropped so many points, really, really poor in a difficult situation. Looks like we're recovering it now. Chelsea under Graham Potter are having a terrible and miserable time. Finally won today. You've got so many clubs like that have been really poor. Big clubs really poor this season. Chelsea and Liverpool, the prime example of that. I think as well, like I said, City. There's so many clubs that haven't been like they are, and it's a massive opportunity for us. At the start of the season, I said, as much as I'd like to see us go for the title, I can't see it being possible, but I take second or third. Right now, we're trying to get top four trophy, and to prioritise top four over the FA Cup midweek is just ridiculous. And I think that's why I've really tipped me over the edge. The performances are terrible, results are terrible, but prioritising top four over the FA Cup and then not even winning the game that clearly matters more either. So I'm sick of it, to be honest. I think a change is needed from top to bottom. But Spurs, you know what to do. It's time to go. Conte and Stellini, they haven't got a clue. Bring in Roberto De Zerbi, bring in someone like Thomas Frank, bring back Poch, someone who plays exciting football where us fans can imagine and believe again, because I can tolerate this football when results are going well, but performances, shocking, results, shocking, and priorities are really messed up. And I've said this before, Conte and Stellini, I think, lack common sense to look at it, the club that hasn't won a major trophy, for 15 years. And then we prioritise this game that we don't even win. It's just ridiculous. In the team as well, I was surprised to see Perisic start. It was just a surprises in there. Don't know why Dyer wasn't starting. So again, another strange lineup. But again, that team should be beating Wolves. So I haven't criticised the players yet, but players, they're the ones at the end of the day on the pitch. But as I said, Levy's a massive problem when it comes to the football side of things. We'll talk about, as I said, someone who's in Bahrain watching the F1. That's how much he cares about the club when we're playing a match and had an important week, should I say. But overall, quick recap of that. It's been a terrible week for the club. We go again though next week, Wednesday, AC Milan. I'm still looking forward to that. Champions League. Champions League is a time to forget what's happened in the past week. It's been a terrible week and focus on that. The only bad thing is it's probably going to be with Conte and Stellini, but it'd be nice to see. All I'm going to say to Spurs is you know what to do and it's time to go. But that's it from me. But most importantly, come on you Spurs, we go again.
Conte!